It's week 3 of the 2047 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Jets and the Raiders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, up. And off we go from Las Vegas. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 65 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Straight ahead, Patterson. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a give to Patterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to him on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Running the counter, Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Patterson again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. You look at this Raiders defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A handoff for Patterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He got 29 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
He finds his man complete. That's Garrett. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's caught at the 3. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run. It's Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that foot. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. They find some open field here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. The Patriots get back over 500 as they win their 2nd in 3 tries. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. 21-13, your final score. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Here's third and a few inches. Looking to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it. And caught it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 13.
Back to throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his his running back, and he's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running left, here's Patterson. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The New York set to take the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run with Patterson. He'll get this down to the 38.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 111 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Graves. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. And this time he's in for a Jets touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. Here comes 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. and that'll fall incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Again, Patterson.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So with that being 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.